Welcome
Hi.
to Cum.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
No pre-cum this morning. No workout. I have something that's weighing heavy on me that's been eating away at me all week long. And I'm just going to get right into it before we do any other part of the show. And this, we'll get to this later. This is not even...
Someone was acting up.
Not even it. Right off my chest, hyperlocal news.
All right.
Someone here at Barstool has pissed me off. Has
No.
pissed me off, and it's rare. The last time was when Mincy wouldn't put on a coat and go out in the driveway for me. Whatever.
remember.
That doesn't matter. It's rare. I'm doing my rock and scroll in the chair this weekend. I'm scrolling around, blah, blah, blah. And I see who I would consider one of my best friends here. Like, I love this person. Love.
I'm just trying to think of who you could be talking about right now.
I'll give you a clue. They had a video that went dummy viral with 18 million views and counting on just Twitter alone. Let's watch that video and then see if you can see why. I'll say it. I was hashtag triggered by this person greatly. Go ahead. Yeah.
Who could it be?
Can you scroll to the words that he has there? I don't know if that's possible. If your child is screaming on a flight that's late with no AC and hasn't taken off yet, show it a fucking phone, brain rot the baby on TikTok until it's quiet. Is that too much to ask? He followed this up with 3 more tweets as this baby cried. 62,000 likes. 62,000 people were like, yeah, I'm so tired of the babies on planes conversation that...
How the fuck else are they supposed to get places? Are they going to fly?
Babies
Like
are the
with themselves?
least annoying people on planes. Mackenzie, I have another link there. I don't know if I even put it there. People are putting their toes on your seat. People are crinkling through their zillion little baggies and throwing their ponytails over your seat and bumping your thing and reclining all the way back and getting up as soon as the plane lands and eating fucking stinky ass onion cheeseburgers and all this other shit. Adults are the monsters here. Not babies, and not moms traveling with babies. I put up a picture of all the things that I packed. One particular flight when I was a new mom, and I was going to visit my brother in Arkansas to meet the baby for the first time. They have 3 kids. They couldn't travel. The only way he would meet my baby. I packed so much shit in the thing. iPad, even different medicines if you needed it. Like, I don't know if the picture's up or if I even transferred it. But like an example of the packing list, like
Fully
this,
prepared.
fully prepared. There's the iPad with the headphones over there. There's everything. He screamed the entire way. I don't know if his ears didn't adjust or something was wrong, or like he passed the point of no return that I sweat through my hoodie. I was trying to, like, we were done breastfeeding. I had like both my tits out. I'm like, here, just fucking take a tit. Anybody can come up here and take a tit right now. I don't care. I was losing my mind. I couldn't distract him. The flight attendants had rubber gloves that they were like trying to blow it up and make him dance. People were like dancing for him in the aisles. I was so stressed out and so vulnerable. I was like, I will never recover from this. I see viral posts where parents hand out goodie bags now to people seated near them, apologizing in advance for their baby. Yeah. No,
I agree.
Don't do that. Pat fucked up. He struck a nerve with me so hard that I'm going to say it. Pat, you're a bad person. You're a bad person.
I just called you a bad person?
And used a really good picture of him for it.
We used to be really good friends. Beyond talented, I'd say one of the funniest people at Barstool Sports. I don't think he gets the credit for it. I loved him. He was my sounding board, the person I would
Past
vent
tense
to.
is crazy.
I did. I loved him. I'll say this. I'm like the least confrontational person in the world.
That's what I'm saying. So if you get angry and you're calling someone a bad person, that must mean they're fucking awful.
I hate him too already now.
It's on site. If I ever have to see his fucking face again, I'm like...
Wait, I thought it would be good for the show. We actually have him on a Zoom right now. If you want to like hash it out. Like two...
Let's go, Kate.
Oh, this is awkward.
Talk your shit.
He's here.
Hey, girl.
Hi.
What's up, Pat?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Hi, Pat.
What's going on? Did you love my video? Do you agree with it? Do you understand it?
Totally.
Okay, good.
Happy Pride.
You get it, right? It's like, just shut your kid up. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
Absolutely. Amen, brother.
I miss you.
I miss you too.
Come on, Kate. Tell them all.
Danny, I miss
Hey.
you. Megan, I miss you. We had so much fun camping in Colorado.
I miss
maybe
you.
we hang out
Yeah.
with your kid. Maybe, Kate, maybe when I come out, we take the boys out for a nice
Totally.
quiet evening.
I would love that. You and me we are always having a good time when we're together. And that's gonna.
Best friends.
All right. Well, hey, got a new out and about iteration of it on Wednesdays. That's fun.
Every Wednesday, we got Chicken Fry out now. Next week, we're doing the herstory of homosexuality with Giannis Pappas and Emma Willman. It's going to be great. You're going to love it.
Oh, Emma Willman, I got to. Yeah, lovely.
Oh,
All right. Well, we just wanted to check in and
Yeah, it was so nice seeing you. What a surprise.
we
Oh,
just wanted to
Yeah.
check in and like
I'm hanging in there.
highlight you.
yeah.
It's
Oh.
June.
Yeah, June.
I liked your video recently.
Thank you, Danny.
Mhm.
I'm very happy for you to be on the Shore Show, too.
As am I. Thank you, Pat.
You're going to get so much dick down there.
Wait a minute.
All right,
right.
I got to go. Talk to you guys later.
Bye, Pat.
See ya,
Thanks.
Pat.
Oh. Mackenzie. What the hell?
Really bitched out
Fuck
back there, Kate.
Mackenzie.
Jesus Christ.
That's that fucking baby
I'm
hater.
sorry.
I hope he never has to talk to me again. I'll tell you that much. Fuck his world up.
Well, good thing he wasn't actually here, because then you would have. Really
I
punched
would
him
have
in the
if he
face.
was here in person. It would have been different.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you would have had two black.
You would have like gone after
I
him
would have
more.
totally gotten.
I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
I would have definitely had your back.
I'm sorry, that was like a surprise attack. I just thought it would be like a funny thing, but maybe not next time.
Oh, thanks. No, you know me.
We love
We love.
we love surprises.
I've fucked his world up.
Yeah, you did. You told him. You really told him.
Really though. Unfortunately, I do love Pat, which is very unfortunate.
That is unfortunate because he's gay.
He's one. I know. I didn't want to out him on the show, but that's how mad I was. Pat's gay, and he's actually. I hate to
Pat's
say this,
gay.
he's a great uncle. He knows to deal with kids. I think he's good at heart,
A
and I don't
gunkle.
think. I don't know if you knew it was going to go as dummy viral as that. That being said, I just wanted to say, because I'm flying with my kids again next week. Flying with kids is one of the most nerve-wracking. Whenever there's new parents here, it's one of the first things they come to, like, hey, I'm going on a flight soon. What's the deal? Blah, blah, blah. It is so nerve-wracking for parents. And I just wanted to say, even with that nightmare holiday flight I was talking about, which was real, I've had several nightmare flights where once my kids they hit this point of no return where there's no coming back. They're just going to cry until they're fucking done.
Yeah.
And you can put anything in front of them, whatever. Even though that's happened like multiple times now, everybody I have ever experienced on any flight is just super kind and they just want to help you out. Like nobody owes you that or whatever, but like most people are so good and so decent. And I've actually had it's actually restored my faith in humanity multiple times when my kids are acting their age.
Can
on
I
a
ask you a
plane.
question?
Yeah.
Speaking of that, have you flown recently without your children? And at
Oh,
any
what
point?
a treat.
Well,
It feels like vacation now.
whenever you're there and you see another mom struggling, I don't know if you do it, but like I automatically am like, I'm picking the binky up. I'm doing like everything because it's like I've been in that situation so many times, which again, we drive everywhere because I hated the anxiety of being on a plane with the
Yeah.
kids because I like to control my environment and that's not an environment I can control, especially with babies whenever they can't tell you their ears hurt or they need to go to the bathroom or
Yeah.
they're uncomfortable. And it's just, if you guys think it sucks for you, it sucks for the moms way more.
I know.
Did you try telling them the man is coming?
I know. Yeah, we should
The
have. That
man-
worked on you. Yeah.
the man
That's how
is
his
coming.
parents used to
I will
threaten-
say I haven't thought about it till now that you could all the things you name, people kicking your seat, people eating nasty food on the plane, that's much more preventative than calming a baby down. I never thought about that. I
Yeah.
empathize heavily
You,
with the adults.
you know what? Thank you, Danny.
You got it, and I think a
Yeah,
lot of
what a
people
good
will
guy.
too after hearing that.
Totally.
Yeah,
perspective.
hop
Good
in the
perspective,
chat. Let
please.
us
Hop in
let
the
us
chat.
know if you've had a terrible experience on the plane with your children.
But yeah, I like after seeing there's so many viral videos of like an old man flipping out on a mom and a baby, blah blah, and you see these things and you're like, oh my god, I can't fly with my kids. Like this is gonna go terrible, blah blah blah. But it's like that's not the reality. Like
Yeah.
I've been hungover on planes before I had kids and been like, oh my god, that fucking crying baby. Like that's totally understandable because it's like the most stressful sound ever. It's supposed to be.
Especially
But-
for moms.
But people are just going to be nice to you. People just want to help you, especially moms, and especially yeah, it's actually been really lovely every single time we've flown.
I think you fail the psychopath test if you're legitimately getting on your seat shut that baby up.
Right. I
Like, you
totally
know the
get
mom is
being
dying back there.
Fuck, crying baby on my butt. Like, I totally get that. But people are just so good. And so if anybody out there who is afraid to fly with their babies, it's not It's not bad. I promise.
Your baby is not an inconvenience to the plane.
Yeah, you're
everyone
allowed to
should
take up
have their
space.
headphones or their own stuff going on. And if you don't have noise canceling headphones, it's 2025.
Grow up. Grow up.
Amazon is
25.
like, you can get them delivered probably by like 5 o'clock today if you order right now.
Take a little Xanax and pass out.
That too.
Xanax. That being said, I'll probably go super viral next week for getting screamed at for my kids being shitheads on the plane, and it'll be my fault.
You should just take a picture like Pat and do the exact same bar for bar. When
yeah,
it's
yeah,
your
yeah.
own kids.
It is actually, that is what I should do. Somebody shut these kids up.
You
Which
can,
is
and they're
actually
right
how
there.
I felt. Yeah, I have felt the way he's felt in that thing about my own children, so I totally get it. But anyway,
Can I say, speaking of potentially going viral,
yes.
I think you went viral this week a little bit with your stitches of people saying that, what are you going to do if you're not a
my
mom in your
Oh.
30s?
Yeah.
I was
Sorry, I thought
fighting
that was
with
a good
someone in the
transition there.
comments yesterday.
It's people.
It's just going randomly viral all
Yeah,
over
I
the
love
place.
it. I love it.
The very first episode, Kelly and I, we spoke on the phone, like we pre-wrote this thing where, because I hate when one of the first things that guys go after with women on the internet is like, you don't even have kids, you're a cat lady, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, so that fucking rules. Like,
Yeah,
what?
where's
Are
the
you
insult?
kidding?
Yeah.
Where's the insult? So I wanted to write that bit with Kelly, and I wanted it to be recurring where all the time she's calling in, I'm saying like, can you imagine not having kids? Like, blah, blah, blah. And then she calls in just crushing it at life. And so that was the bit we wrote. Well, of course, it got picked up by people who've taken it very seriously.
So serious.
And influencers are, I guess I didn't post it on Facebook. It's going dummy
It's so
across
funny.
Facebook right now.
Oh,
That's when you
really?
know you really
TikTok.
have done something.
Yeah,
I
Kate's
see it
always
on
going viral on
I like
Facebook.
saw one on TikTok last night, and it was like that. It's literally a 2-second clip, and I commented like, hey, by the way, like, this is so out of context if you watch it. Like, this was totally a bit like very funny, like you should watch the show, whatever.
Yeah.
And the girl responded saying, oh, well, when podcasters put out clips like that, like, it's not our fault that we're taking out of context. I was like, I'm not disagreeing with you, I'm just saying, like,
There's
is a
more
more
to
full
it.
context of it.
Yeah.
Like,
You have
everyone
to
needs
send me
to
her
relax.
username. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I would agree. Everyone needs to just
It's
take a deep breath when
Yeah.
you're on the internet.
It's so funny how it's almost become like motivational. Like,
Yes.
oh, we're gonna make the most out of our 30s while we don't have kids.
Yeah,
30s,
like, fuck that bitch. We don't have a kid.
Life, honey.
No, all the comments were like so fucking mean. I was like, you guys need to grow up. Like,
Yeah, I didn't post it on TikTok, but it's going very viral, and people are like, "That's Barstool for you."
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Oh my
I'm gonna be
god.
like, do you guys know what a dumb lib I am? I'm the dumbest lib.
No.
I'm one of you. I'm so dumb.
yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's going viral. We're having.
But that's gonna definitely get clipped.
Yeah.
Take that one out of context.
One of us. One of us. Anyway, let's do a palate cleanser and do our shout outs for the morning. The show, obviously, does 2 disaster weeks in a row. There was no pre-com this morning. There's not good. The next week we'll do.
Should we get to your eye?
We'll
Yeah.
get to that now. We'll get to that in a roundabout
I mean,
way.
it's just like right there. And I also had a black eye earlier this week, so that's just crazy.
It's
The timing is
something
crazy.
is afoot. Something is afoot. We're gonna do a palate cleanser and then get to the black eye because I just need to pick me up real quick. Everything's going great with the show so far. I'm going viral for all the wrong reasons. I hate Pat.
Which one?
Both of them. Honestly, we're struggling. So first up, the shout outs of the week. We got a bunch. I couldn't get them all. Live, laugh, love, and dried chicken. We have Hayden Amstutz to his wife Hannah on their anniversary. High school
Aw.
sweethearts. Made it through college. She started nursing right as COVID hit. He said a lot to unpack there. She loves coffee and their dog Sky. They just bought a house. She's the best. She's scared of getting salmonella from chicken. So every time she cooks chicken, it's dry and overcooked. Thank you, Hayden. That's so nice.
That's so sweet.
Another
I love
thing
that.
he said is we like to poke fun at live, laugh, love signs in boomer houses.
Yeah, those are
So,
great too. I
shout
like
out to
that.
them.
That is a nice palate cleanser.
Happy anniversary.
I know. And speaking, we brought up Pride earlier. We have a Pride shout out on the show.
Oh, love that.
This gentleman, the guy on the right, said, I forgot to write down names and my DMs pile up of people being like, you hate women without kids. My DMs pile up. So, I didn't get your name here, but he said, I wanted to shout out my husband on the next come. the hottest Filipino man alive, which is worthy of its own shout out. I wanted to congratulate him on recently being selected for E5 in the Navy. So he's working his way up the chain there, got promoted. So proud of him and his accomplishments. Thought it would be nice to send him a shout out during his deployment. We were messaging back and forth. He was lovely. This is his second deployment. They miss each other a lot. But I did have an issue with this one. Your husband is the second hottest Filipino man. The number one is Rufio from Hook.
Rufio.
That is a Filipino.
Rufio.
This is childhood Kate saying it.
That would be weird if you did.
But shout out to there he is. The childhood Kate had a big time.
Fun fact, I had a Filipino boyfriend once.
Really?
6th grade. Shout out to Grant Thompson.
Shout out. Grant.
I had a Filipino.
He had a twin brother, and they unfortunately called them the Twin Towers because yeah. But they don't. One of them is off doing his own thing now.
Hell yeah! Shout out hot Filipinos.
Shout out hot Filipinos around the world.
Also, mini shout out from JD to his wife Kelsey, a lady yacker, post-comer. She's a mostly sports gal and all things Barstool. Sounds like she has great taste. And final shout out, Mackenzie running the Chicago Marathon for Paws.
Woo!
So,
Mackenzie, we didn't know that. Do you need donations? Should we be like hyping that up?
I have like a donation page, and like obviously all the money goes to Paws, which we already do a lot of work with.
Yeah.
Here, that was like kind of how it worked. There's like 8 of us running it.
Yeah.
Including Mincy, White Sox Dave, and then a bunch.
Zoopy is running it too,
Zoopy,
right? Yeah.
A bunch of other behind the scenes people. So yeah, it should be fun. I've like half started training, but not actually, but I am going to. But yeah, there's a lot of us here, so if you can donate or you want to, like, that would be super helpful for everyone.
Cool.
But yeah, whatever helps.
And it's all for the dogs.
Yeah, it's all for the dogs.
Awesome.
Will you be embarrassed if I come with a big poster board with your name on it to the marathon?
No, not at all. That'd be so fun.
Would you be embarrassed if I put "come" on it?
Yeah.
KUM,
No, I love
KUM.
that. We need the support.
Producer.
Yeah.
Top
Cum
producer.
But with a K, so people get
Right.
it.
Yeah, so they get it.
They get it, yeah.
But I think that's awesome. Have either of you ever run a marathon?
Hell no.
Absolutely not.
I only put her running it on the sheet so I could say I ran a couple.
Oh, you did?
Okay.
Yeah.
Go
Oh, my
ahead.
God.
Hungover once. So.
Wait, what?
How long? What was your
Halloween.
longest one?
Washington, D.C.
How-
Halloween weekend, the Marine Corps Marathon.
What year was this?
And also, I did it for a charity, and then look at me on this show. I didn't train for it very well.
You were a Marine at the time, though, right?
No, this is after.
Post-Marine?
So I just covered my body. They have like lube sticks, and I'd seen all these things
Astroglide.
about nipples.
yeah, oh yeah, like chafing.
So I just covered every crevice of my body in lube, and I was like, let's fucking go. I walked half of it. It was a disaster. Anyway, you're going to be cool.
Okay, no, that actually makes me feel a lot better.
You did
If
no
I can
physical
do it,
training.
Yeah.
lubed your
Anybody.
nipple.
I went out Friday night. The race was Sunday. I went out Friday night hard in DC.
Do you know who also just ran the marathon? Well, not just, but Paige ran the marathon last year.
Yes,
Yes.
She
for
did.
Pause.
She like said she was going to train for it, and like said she was going to. And then by the time the race was happening, she's like, I was taking bathroom breaks and just hitting my vape in the bathroom, just like praying it was going to be over.
Yeah, as long
couldn't
as you're
imagine.
faster than the slowest person, you're fine.
No, I like don't even care about time. I just want to finish it at like in a reasonable amount of time.
You totally will. There was like
But-
barefoot people passing me. There was babies.
Yeah.
Were they crying?
Yes, they were crying. Pat was chasing them with a gun. And there we have it. That's the happy part. We're going demon mode again. The show is like-
Demon mode.
I don't know. I'll maybe
Demon
let you
mode.
guys say 5 words
I
at
like
some
that.
point.
Nah, we're good.
Last week, my kids I locked me and my kids out of the house and our car. And so that was the whole thing. This week, I got the black eye. And it all begins, this will loop back around, on Friday on the Yak. Somehow we were talking about hand, foot, and mouth disease.
As we do, yeah.
Mackenzie, have you heard of that? Hand, foot, and mouth?
I have heard of it,
Yeah.
but I've never experienced it.
Basically, it's that's the playmat storm image I made. That's the king of all daycare illnesses. Okay, it's called the Coxsackie virus, and if your baby's in daycare, they're going to get it.
Why don't we call it the Coxsackie virus?
It's hand, foot, and mouth just sounds so much grosser, and it is. I put it right up there with lice and pink eye for me.
I would agree too, and it's so much worse to get it as an adult. So
Yep.
if your kids get it, you probably
Oh well, I'll
knock on wood,
show you
Kate.
that.
I had it, but I never knew it was in this tier. I never knew how, like, when you told me your fingernails fell off, I could not stop thinking about that.
Oh, we'll
for
get to
like
that.
2 days.
But basically, it's like chicken pox, but with blisters that feel like they're on fire, and they're all over your body, including like your ass crack and your back of your throat and your hands and the bottom of your feet. It's horrendous. Well, the second the yak episode ended, where we were talking about hand, foot, and mouth, I literally got an email. It was like the show ended. I got an email from daycare being like, "We have a case of hand, foot, and mouth."
No.
I was like,
They
"Fuck
put
me."
it in the atmosphere.
Yeah, Kate's manifesting the wrong shit.
I'm
You are.
manifesting. This is my energy. I deserve every bad thing.
Just getting black
that
eyes,
comes
getting
to me. I get it. But
spammed on social media.
I immediately started looking at I got him home from daycare. I'm like looking at every inch of him, and he's fine. High energy Saturday, Sunday high energy. We go to the Garfield Park Observatory. Gorgeous, gorgeous. He's running out in the sun, having a great time. Then all of a sudden around 5 o'clock, he starts to get real. Like I was playing with him and he was like, like started nodding
You're like,
off.
"Oh, it's a
He felt like
fever."
1,000 degrees.
Yep.
I was like, son of a fucking bitch. This can't be. And I was in denial because I had PTSD from the first time my son in 2021, my first son got it at his Jersey daycare. It was Thanksgiving that I ended up getting, but I got it from him. He had like a mild case. I was posting and I blogged about it because it was so horrendous. Trigger warning. I got a lot of responses from other parents who were like, "Oh my God, it hit us so much worse." My wife got it from our sons. She needed to spray lidocaine just to use the restroom every day for nearly 3 weeks. So she got it on her vagina.
No.
Okay.
Oh my
There's blisters, like
God.
burning blisters.
Oh.
And this next one, this was like the 10th worst thing that happened when my niece gave it to me. Barely ate for a week, lost 8 toenails, hands and feet shed like a snake. Brace yourself. If you're eating Frosted Flakes right now, you don't want to be.
Why did you have to say frosted? Why did you have to
What?
say frosted flake?
I have 2 pictures of my hands when I got it with these little red dots and these little blisters. But like, that's what my hands looked like in the thick of it. My whole body for 2 weeks was covered in these. My face, my mouth, like, and then it turns to blisters. And then the blisters, all your skin. I peeled like a snake. My nails. It was like. This show
What the fuck?
is anyone watching this? I don't know why. I'm sorry.
Can we show this? This is so gross.
This is like my
She did ask
scorpion,
beforehand.
my scorpion
I think we're
episode
fine.
of. Anyway, so now I'm just waiting for it to hit me because it didn't hit me for like a week after my son got past it the first time. So now he's been out of daycare all week.
Does one have it or both have it?
Just one.
Oh.
And that's the thing. You cannot become immune to it. There are so many strains, they say. So I have been bleaching everything. I've been like trying to wear gloves to change it. Like,
Let me
and
guess, it's highly contagious.
highly.
I mean,
Basically, any drool, any booger, any whatever.
my fingernails fall off
And look at me sitting next
before
to you guys.
Storehouse.
So I've just been like, anyway, that Sunday earlier in the day, he did start to get extra fussy before the fever hit. And I was just trying to put socks on him and he did a back bend right into my face. And that's why I have a black eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing great.
I had a minor black eye, but it was just from getting hit with a tether ball in the face too hard while wearing sunglasses.
How was your Hey, how was your vacation?
It was a lot of fun. We had a
went
lot
to
of fun.
the Lake Michigan.
Yeah, we went to Lake Michigan. We went and just kind of hung out. The weather was a little rough because of the Canadian wildfires, lots of smog. But we made the best of it. Played, and then I got just pegged in the face with a tether ball.
Always a good time.
Yeah, look better than Kate's weekend.
That's true. Better than mine. Well, this leads me to the back and forth for today. I took to Instagram to ask people, what is the worst a kid has ever hurt you, whether you're a parent or not? Because you can get hurt by any kid. They can really get you. And the answers did help me feel better.
I would love to hear these now.
The top answers: countless chipped teeth and lost teeth.
Oh my God.
Busted lips, broken noses. Those 3 things, all from kids whipping their head back,
the head
like what
back
happened
is
to me.
insane.
So many scratched corneas. I got over 100 answers. People needed surgery. People needed eye patches. And I know someone here from a DM I got who scratched his mom's eye and she had to wear an eye patch like a pirate for quite some time.
Who the fuck would do that?
You know anyone named Laura?
Perhaps my sister.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She's like, right. She was like, ask Danny, fucked mom's eye up. That's not what
I was
she
like,
sounds
I was literally 1 year old.
Yeah.
1 year
You
old.
did it on purpose.
Yeah, she definitely it was
Premeditated.
like battery.
Yeah. People said they got their corneas detached by like baby
Jesus
fingernails and
fucking
shit like
Christ.
that.
Mom, you look great with an eye patch, for the record.
You look very lovely. Are you gonna take that bottle? Are you gonna whatever? A lot of painfully broken nails on the ladies, and for men, so many men got their dicks stomped in,
Yeah.
and their balls fucked
Yeah.
up that you wouldn't believe. Here's a few of the answers that stood out to me. All the answers were great. Thank you to everybody who answered. My husband was working on a ceiling fan and reaching up. My son came up and bit him right there.
Oh, yeah.
Chomped the end
It's
of
an
his
open
dick.
target for the kid.
This guy was pushing his daughter in a shopping cart. Her foot kicked me in the balls, which burst a testicle, which had to be drained at the ER.
Come on. Are we just getting like the 1% worst of submissions? Like the worst that could go wrong?
And this other one, also shopping cart, got a testicular torsion from his daughter swinging her legs in a shopping cart.
I'm going to be wearing a cup every day if I have a kid.
A hernia that needed surgery just from lifting our kid up. A cardboard paper cut all the way slashed across my gums from a thrown board book.
What?
A pinched nerve in my back from picking up a fallen pancake. 4-year-old threw a metal dump truck in a fit and broke my nose. And the worst part is when your kid hurts you like that in a fit or whatever,
They feel so bad.
you still have to be like, it's okay. We'll figure this out. Give me a minute. Like you don't want to scar them for life. So you have to be like, it's cool. A traumatic brain injury.
Come on.
My neighbor's kid jumped on my head and my head hit the floor. This starts the series of
Not even their own kid?
not even people were saying like neighbors,
my-
strangers, kids. This other woman got jumped on in a pool. Kids just be jumping off it.
they
Yeah,
do be
that's
jumping.
fair.
They do
Yeah.
just
Kids do
full
be
send
jumping.
at any time. A ton of dads getting their balls fucked up because their kids just jumping knee first onto their dicks. Yeah, a broken nose from a random kid jumping on me in a pool. 2 broken ribs from when my niece woke me up jumping onto me off like a bunk bed on
I thought this would
vacation.
be like cute little injuries. These are like emergency room trips.
Yeah. Also, shout out dog moms. I got several dog moms being like, my mom's jaw got cracked, or people's TMJ cartilage getting fractured by their dogs headbutting them.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
happens a
That's
lot.
like a thing that happens a lot. Severely broken ankle from carrying a Barbie dream house down the stairs.
I think that's their own fault.
That's
Yeah,
that's
on
on
you.
you. That's not your kid. 3 different people said their kid poked inside their nose so hard that like it bled so much they had to go to the doctors,
Give me a
kind of thing.
break. What?
Hit a foul ball off my mom's foot and broke it. Then we have, of course, the birth edition. This is I didn't know this was a thing. Vulvar varicose veins.
What?
I don't know how.
Wait.
I guess
Those
it's like
spider veins in your vulva?
because I guess it's like when you vomit too hard and your eyeballs explode. I think it's like that, but on your vulva. But when you're pushing. Pubic bone fracture and tailbone fractures from childbirth. Full tears. This one, a torn labia, Danny.
Come on.
A torn labia.
Next.
And then several almost died in childbirth. Valid. That's probably the number one.
That's crazy.
I'd want to die too.
Moms getting their earrings ripped out and needing stitches.
Oh.
And then finally, of course, this one was great too. Emotional was a big one. My nephew's first word to me was bald. My 4-year-old told me, get that big fat belly up when he wanted me to get out of bed. And then this one, stabbed by my 2-year-old. He grabbed a knife out of a drawer 5 stitches later. That reminded me.
That's just.
I don't know.
He needs to go on trial.
I
Can't just
know.
get away with that.
That reminded me of one of my favorite YouTube videos of all time. I don't know if you have the link. I'm pretty sure it's at Delco off the accents, but this is like,
Oh, wait, yeah.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Imagine getting stabbed.
Yeah. That's the first kid I thought of.
Wait, play it again.
Sorry.
And let me see what you have. A knife.
Yeah, he's got a real knife in his hand. A knife! And
No.
kids just like, they
Love sharp things. They love everything that's like they're not supposed to touch. They love.
love.
They love.
Well, we'd be remiss not to mention Jersey Jerry's tweet from this week. Off of that, he said, in terms of them mentally fucking them up, the kids, I've decided I'm going to start working out and eating better tomorrow. My son has been getting into wrestling, and I have been showing him some old school wrestlers. Long story short, Rikishi came on the TV, and he said, look, he's fat like daddy. That crushed me. Gotta be better. And now Jerry's hitting the gym.
I will say, and on that note too, I had my daughter in the office one day, and we were going around, and she finally like started to feel comfortable enough to like be goofy.
Yeah.
And Spider walks up, and she goes, "You're short."
She picked the wrong guy.
Just straight up, and he was like, "Dude, your daughter's so mean." I'm like, I mean, is she wrong?
They look at you. My 4-year-old now will be like, your breath stinks. I'm like, what? Which is like the worst thing you could say to someone. I feel like. Glad to know, though, but that's painful. Did your kids ever, or you're a funkle, did your kids or nieces and nephews ever?
The worst is when like my nephew will beat my ass and I'll play it off. They're in that phase where they all just gang up on me. There's like 4 of them. And every now and then you'll get a nice hit to the nose and you're automatically tearing up once you get that hit to the nose. So next thing you know, the other uncles are saying, did that 4-year-old just make you cry?
Yeah.
And then
Everything's fun and games till you get hit in the nose.
right. Yep. And the balls isn't too fun either, but you just say, Uncle Danny needs a little time to himself in the corner since you just stabbed me in the testicles.
I would say uncles are probably a top demographic for getting jumped for like the full send.
Yeah,
kid
for
jumps.
sure.
Oh, mhm.
Yeah.
That's you got to be head on a swivel. You cannot sit. If you're an uncle, you cannot sit on the floor.
No.
You have to be up in a chair. Because,
Me and my brother will like do shifts. I'm like, all right, now you go
Yeah.
downstairs. Let me eat.
and when they gang up, like they'll just be like wailing you in the
and then you can't. And,
They
and-
think it's funny.
yeah, and then
Uncles,
we're not gonna stop it.
I want to drink my coffee.
Yeah, I'm not stopping it. I didn't really get injured that much. There was a couple like head butts to where I bit my tongue really hard.
Yeah.
But the most recent one was last summer. We were on like a family vacation, and my husband was sitting in like a deep corner of a couch, and my daughter ran full speed to like run up and give him a hug, and obviously that's like the sweetest thing ever.
Yeah.
But accidentally rammed her head into his nose to the point where it just started leaking everywhere, like
Yeah.
broke his nose. And of course she immediately starts crying because there's blood everywhere. His eyes are teary because he just got hit in the nose, and he's like, it's okay. I'm following him around with my hands like cupped just to like not get the blood on this Airbnb because I don't want to pay any extra like fees. And I'm just like running around. Claire's crying. Alex is like, it's okay. And I'm like, this is too much.
Blood there was
Everywhere.
a firefight. Yeah, I would love to see the medical stats on like
Children
injuries
injuries.
from kids,
Yeah.
like noses, eyes, teeth, like gotta be just
There's-
absolutely
yeah.
brutal.
There's probably some like wild stat. More children hurt adults than adults hurt adults.
Yeah. Like, fuck babies. Pat was right.
Maybe Pat was right.
I'm full circle. I'm sorry, Pat. You were right. Fuck these kids.
Bring the duct tape on the plane next time.
Yeah, please do. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Hyper local news. Big deal at the office this week. The Robin Redbreast with the nest above the front door has had her babies.
Whoa! Shout out to her.
Shout out to her. 4 of them. She is fucking frazzled. Her pink is gone. She's gray feathers everywhere. There's 4 of them in there, and it is so stressful to me. They keep leaning over the edge of the thing. She picked the worst spot. I keep bringing out plates of water and like crumbs. I'm like leaving crumbs, and because I just want her to have an easy snack, I would send her DoorDash if I could.
I'm not gonna lie. I've thought about taking one of the dog beds, like, and just putting it underneath the nest, just in case one of them
they
flops
fall.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, because they are. I mean, I just know it's gonna destroy me if I see a little.
Yeah, and it would be you. You'd walk out while it's like
know.
smacking the ground.
I know.
Mother bird's gonna have a black eye and a broken back before you know it.
I know, it's bad news. Hand, foot, and mouth. She's got hand, foot, and mouth. It's a
Easily.
disaster. I remember this is random, and it was like a sign of how well I was going to do on my SATs. But we took the SATs in in our high school cafeteria, which had big glass, whatever, and I was facing the window. And like 5 minutes after I started, a bird just came and smashed into the fucking window in front of me. I got like a 10 on my SATs. That was going to happen anyway, but I fucking love birds. And
Blame it on the
I
distraction.
fucking love birds.
does she have a name? Have we named her?
Let's name her. What do you want to name her?
Birdie? Is that?
Hear me out.
Birdie.
Robin.
Oh, Robin. Yes, Robin
Just came to
Quivers.
me.
Okay.
She's little. Anyway, congrats to her. Other hyper local news. Danny, you're officially in the Barstool Beach House. Every weekend in August, you will be going with that whole gang,
Mm-hmm.
and you will be doing what you
Are you
do.
the second oldest one there behind Dante?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You and Dante are gonna just like hang out and like have like
We'll probably
early
bunk
dinner.
up. Yeah.
What's going on with that? How?
I can't wait to come back and report on my weekends in Jersey Shore, and for you guys to have the same reactions to what I say as to what my reactions when you guys are talking about breastfeeding,
Oh yeah, it'll be like
varicose
180.
vaginas, whatever that was.
Varicose vagina.
I want Danny to wear like a GoPro so we can
Yeah.
like
Oh
go
my
through his
God.
weekend and like see
Just
everything.
put on
he
a
does.
VR headset and be Danny for it. But yeah, I'm excited to be getting the scoops. Maybe we'll have to do special Monday updates or something so we
Yeah.
can be first dibs on
Yeah,
it. But
with Danny Smokes, to be clear, not Danny Conrad.
Danny smokes.
Right.
Smoke. Well, you apparently, according to Nikki Smokes, you have to have sex with a coworker before you have the last name Smokes.
He made sure to say that and put it in writing as well.
Oh, is Tommy in that too then?
He is 3 Smokes Bros.
Ew.
God. But you've never been down the Jersey Shore before.
Oh my
Correct. I
God.
haven't been on like a Barstool reality series either, so I'm checking a lot of boxes here. But your friend Captain Cons, shout out Cons, he sent me probably like a 3-page notes app of where to go in Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
And I looked at it this morning at like 8:14 a.m. and it was Captain Cons has updated or edited
No.
the notes app.
No way.
He's going hard for me. I
love
thought
that.
you would get a kick out of that, being former podcast host.
I've never been there either, so I'm really like everyone says like, oh, you would fit in so good. I'm like, is that a compliment or is it
In the
not?
best.
Megan-
It is.
Megan
It
Smokes.
is.
Yeah.
It's just
Megan
so fun.
Smokes.
Like you can't have
No.
a bad time there.
It's
Yeah,
true.
Megan Smokes would fucking love it.
Yeah, she would.
But I have
It
to
is
slit my
a treat.
eyebrow too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta do shave your eyebrow, maybe get a tongue
Frosted
ring.
tips, maybe.
We should get you a puka shell necklace and frosted tips.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
We need to just dress Danny up to go
You
there.
can be like the creepy youth counselor who keeps tabs.
It's not the vibe I'm going for.
All
All right.
can-
I'm going
I can-
shopping with Nikki Smokes Monday.
I can
Oh,
just see
no.
all of the girls fighting and Danny just like holding his drink in a corner, just like by himself, watching it all unfold and just being
Yeah.
like,
Brings
oh.
his guitar out. Anybody want to hear?
Or I could see all of them like confiding in you.
Yeah.
Like they trust you
same.
to like give them
I'm more on that
drama.
page.
Yeah. And then you just get in the confessional and you're like,
Yeah.
these fucking kids.
girls told me the
You
truth.
got to earn their trust and then betray.
Yep.
Earn their trust
Right,
and
yeah.
then Betray.
Reality
I'm
show
excited
101.
For you. I'm excited for you. And Jersey Shore rules, so you're gonna have a good time.
Thank you, girls.
It would be so fun.
Other updates, 2 new series at Barstool. So we have a poker series from Nate, Barstool Heads Up Poker Tournament, and that is on YouTube. And it's fun. It's just 4 Barstool employees playing against each other. And it's fun. I think like Hubs couldn't figure Jackie out because she, like they say tells in poker.
Yeah.
Clearly I don't have the brain for fucking poker, but it was actually really fun to watch. I don't even know anything about poker. And then we have Micropod from our own Hannah Montoya here. New podcast. I love this concept. Let's see what it's all about.
Hello and welcome to the first official episode of the Micropod. Listen, no one wants to listen to long interviews anymore. People just yapping. Oh, fuck. Are you done like promoting yourself? Yeah. Or are you just...
Do you do anything fun?
Yeah, I do a lot of things.
Besides sleep with every guy in Westwood?
So I'm going to give you a really speedy one, and it's just going to be during the duration of us microwaving some ramen. And I think, yeah, it'll be a good time.
Perfect. Love the concept.
That's
Love
great.
Luke's the first guest.
And I just love both of them so much.
And I love ramen. You know,
Yeah.
so I think that's a great concept. A quick, so Micropod coming from Hannah Montoya.
That's a good idea.
Speaking of Hannah Montoya, can anyone here break down the fishbowl drama? I
gotcha.
Sometimes I see drama and I'm like, I just don't have the
I gotcha.
capacity. Break it down for me. We got some drama.
Okay, so there was an episode of Moot Can't Sleep, and Hannah was on. Annika was also on. White Boy Rick was also on, and Jack Wiper was also on the show.
Jack Wiper?
Yeah, he works for PMT.
Oh, fuck. I should know him. Okay.
Well, he just, to be fair, I didn't know who he was up until like 2 months
Oh,
ago.
the
Okay.
intern, right? Just kidding. Just kidding.
Right. So they were all on Moot Can't Sleep, and it just kind of like you guys, like whenever you and Kelly got clipped, the clip that was made it seem like Hannah was like throwing shade at Fishbowl. She like they were like, oh, because like they're like, what do you do, Jack? He's like, oh, you know, PMT, ever heard of it? And Hannah was like, well, is that the same company as Fishbowl? And then that got clipped, and then Jack came and also said, is that, yeah, the same one as Taylor Wash. So they just decided to, then everyone laughed, and then that got clipped, and then everyone on Fishbowl was like, what the fuck? Like, why is Hannah dissing us?
They
And
were
Hannah,
genuinely like, what the fuck?
yeah. And Hannah was like, it was like a joke. Like, I said it because like I didn't, as a girl, I didn't know what PMT was before I worked here. Like, Fishbowl was the only girl show. So they kind of worked everything out on Fishbowl. Like, Dan came, they were sitting in here. It was White Boy Rick, Mook, Hannah.
Big Cat got involved.
Big Cat came in, got involved. Like, it was like Rick was catching strays. I mean, Jack,
Love
I think,
that.
is still catching strays.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, Hannah, I think, is in the clear. I think she's made up with all of the girls. Kelly Keeg said she's going to decide to look the other way and not look at and not pay attention to the bitchy comment.
You do not want Kelly Keegs.
Yeah,
100%. You want her on.
You want
her on your good side.
Yeah, you want to just her on your side. Period.
Yes.
So that was kind of the drama there, and
Can I say this?
Yes.
Next time, just use cum as the joke instead of fish.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll
Yes.
take all the press we can get.
yeah,
Please do.
absolutely.
You can make fun of us anytime. And after
Doesn't mean we
today's
won't start a beef
episode,
with you though.
Yeah,
That's true.
we'll beef all day.
Fuck your world up until you zoom in.
By we, I mean me and not Kate at all.
Yeah. Just come at me. Just rain
Come at
down
me, bro.
on me. On that meme with all the knives in my back while, I'm
Yeah.
falling off, while you guys are sleeping in your safe little beds. Yeah, it's been a week. I don't know who's watching this or why. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
We really do appreciate it, and I need to throw a quick shout out to Kate. Her week has been crazy, but she somehow manages. Like, it was 8:55, and I still am watching her make edits to the sheet. Like, you really are putting everything into this, and we really appreciate it,
do.
and we know how crazy and hectic everything has been at home. So the black eye just kind of is the icing on the cake.
Black eye's
but
crazy.
everyone that is watching, thank you, because Kate needs it and she deserves it.
That's very nice. It's more time management. Anyway,
I'm gonna make you super
It's on
uncomfortable.
brand. It's on brand.
It
You're
is on brand.
You're
Think of
living
this,
the
it's-
exact life.
It's performance art.
Yes.
There was
No,
no
you're doing it on
workout this week
purpose.
because life is hard for me and I'm a pussy.
Kate,
Okay?
Kate was in the Google Doc at 1:15 in the morning.
Yeah.
My son, so he's still sick, so he's been waking up every hour on the hour just screaming. And so it was run downstairs, try to edit. Because I don't like making this sheet too far in advance. It's I have a whole week, but then I start it on Friday and then nothing feels relevant. So I end up just up the night before being what's fucking relevant? Oh my God. And I end up deleting everything from I'm neurotic. I need pills. Send me pills.
It's honey, go to bed. Mom's trying to diss her gay
All
coworker without being too homophobic at the same time.
It's Pride Month.
It's Happy Pride. Anyway, hyper local news. Brandon Walker and his sister, another office manager here, Caitlin, they are on a road trip to move Mama Walker from the South, from Mississippi, up to the Midwest.
Migrating.
She's migrating. The last time we saw her here, she motorboated Big Cat, and so we are very excited.
And
Little
note,
picture
she
of that
motorboated
there.
him.
She motorboated him, and I love a strong woman.
I love it. Yeah. She knew exactly what she wanted and she went for it.
She went for it. She motorboated him during Brandon's funeral. So I love her. I think when she came through the office, I was like, she's better than me.
She just has this
she
aura.
should have this job. She's incredible.
My favorite part is when she was on the funeral episode, when she was on the yak just out of nowhere because she's all in leather with the leather glove. She goes, "Anybody know any biker bars around here?" I thought that was so fucking funny.
Everything
rules.
that happened that day, all the revelations,
Yeah, that was
coworkers
crazy.
backstabbing one another. I was next to her the whole time. That was the first time we met. So I was happy to be enjoying all that drama alongside Mama Walker.
I think she
Yeah.
might be single.
Really?
Oh.
She's the absolute
her to the
best.
shore
She's
house.
also
I'll have to tell Danny
stunning.
Smokes.
She's very beautiful.
How funny would that be if Mama made an appearance at the Shore House?
Oh my God.
Walked
I
up
think
to Danny.
I think Caitlin is gonna be working during some of the weekends.
Really?
That
So
would rock.
That's-
I would love that.
Jersey Shore Mama Walker would rule.
She would be up on the
be-
bar just
100%.
just fist pumping.
Yeah.
Just
Mama
That would be
smokes.
incredible.
Mama smokes. Everyone just turns into smokes.
And I know you're joking, but I don't know if Nikki Smokes would be joking if that
No,
was the
he
case.
wouldn't.
Fortunately not, no.
He wouldn't be. Anybody have any other hyper local news?
Listen,
Oh shit.
I am in the midst of a serious investigation. I believe I will drop it on socials tonight.
Okay.
I needed one last piece. The problem is none of the witnesses are fucking speaking up. And it's becoming a real issue. So I need to do a little more goading. I apologize, but I promise it'll be worth the wait. Stay tuned tonight. warning, viewer discretion advised.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
I honestly, that got me, and I'm sitting next to you. I hope you guys out there got that feeling too. Make sure you watch that.
Yeah, hope the witnesses
Oh.
heard that as well out there.
Okay, I hope the witnesses are listening because I want to hear what this is.
Yeah, I want to know the drama. Give it to me.
Anything else? I'm trying to think of hyper local. Mostly just the bird is on my mind. Robin. I just can't stop thinking about her. So God bless. Internet overview. For me, this was a weird week. I have a million things that I screenshot and save. The thing that's after I got divorced, I went through a life crisis.
Okay.
I applied to be a New Orleans police officer. I made it to like the second round before I ghosted or whatever. But I was like about to fly down there and take the final test or whatever.
That would have been so crazy if you ended up doing that and then our paths crossed there.
And then that would be I arrest you on Bourbon Street.
And then I beg you, I'm like, please, I have a job at Barstool. What if I get you on there?
And I'd be like, absolutely, please get me out of here. I applied to be a park ranger at like 50 different national parks.
That sounds like fun.
I applied to be a tour guide at Dogfish Head Brewery in Delaware.
That also sounds fun. I love Dogfish Head.
Made it to like the second round of that. Was like I looking at like rentals to move to because I was like, I got this in the bag. I like had this crisis. And one of the other, I love road trips. I can drive forever. I've done New York City to Indianapolis in one straight shot. I've done, which is probably slightly unsafe, Savannah to New York City in one straight shot. Like I could drive forever, put on the music. I love rest stops. And so I was like, oh my God, I should be a trucker. And so there's all these like troops to truckers. There's all these whatever. Yeah. Oh, I also went, took a tour at bakery school. I was like, I'm going to be a baker. Anyway,
What was the time frame for all these applications? Was this like a one
You're
night?
just like super manic
This
and
was
just like
within a
applying
year.
to
Yeah,
everything.
I was drinking Mamawana rum, no free ads, in my Aunt Peggy's basement. It doesn't matter. Like filling out
Shout out Aunt Peggy.
That shit's gonna be flying off the shelves now.
Yeah. So
that free
anyway, please sponsor us. You guys got me through my divorce. Anyway, I was like, I'll be a trucker. I love to fucking drive. I'm coming from the Marines, so like male dominated space. Like fuck it, I don't give a shit. And
Every girl's dream.
every
Grow up
girl's
be a
dream. I could do a
trucker.
little lot lizard action on the side, make some cash, whatever.
I can just see you with like a really like nice setup for your bed, and you have like a cat that like travels on like the dashboard, and just like you're just living life.
Sleep with tobacco in your mouth every night.
Well,
Toothpick on your nightstand.
I started following. I was like, did my research on all these different jobs, so I would follow people in these jobs. So I started following all these women truckers on social media, and I even to this day
All
on
5 of
Twitter,
them?
I still follow the official Women in Trucking account. And every year I'm like, oh, they're having their convention again in Terre Haute. Love that for them. I love to see what they're up to. Like I follow all these lady truckers, and
You're so interesting.
Yeah, man, I really should have stuck with my dream job, trucking.
Get-
Stuck at Barstool.
Just go get hey, for next pinkback CDL license.
a breaker one time.
Never mind.
I bring that bird in the truck with me, Robin and her chicks. Like we just travel the country. But that brought me to Yo-Yo. She was one of the first. Okay. What? I've gotten her on my algorithm for the last 10 years, and she passed away this week.
What?
And I felt-
Is Yo-Yo a
So
human?
listen, Yo-Yo is a 1970s bad bitch. She was one of the first motherfucking truckers
Should have known.
in the woman trucking community. Okay? And I'm just
Godmother.
going to make you watch her for a minute because I fucking loved her. I did.
Yo-Yo, 125 pounds of down-home Tennessee woman.
Oh, I don't know if we can play the song because of music rights or whatever. Sorry.
Correct.
My bad. I fucked
Oh, look
that
at
up.
that
That's okay.
sig.
But look
You
at
got
her
the
pants,
sig.
the tight pants, the sig,
The hat.
style.
Yeah, the music isn't necessary.
Her rig, the journalist is like, now what's all this? Is this metal or whatever? She's like, it's chrome, honey. And she's like, well, why does it need to be? Because it looks better. She gives a whole tour of this rig.
I like how they led with her weight too. You're
Yeah,
not even supposed to say
125.
a woman's weight, and she's probably like, no, start off with that.
Yep, she's still got a Disney pillow. I've watched this like 1,000 times. I fucking love Yo-Yo, and I followed. Then I started following her family. She's a whole trucking
Oh no,
family.
she's code switching on us.
I've been
Got a whole trucking family.
Long story short, I have followed Yo-Yo for like the whole Yo-Yo squad for a minute. And she passed away from multiple sclerosis this week. And there was a huge meetup where all these people came to a truck stop
With their trucks?
So like with their trucks.
Like send her off?
Yes. And I thought it was so beautiful. I was literally
my
2
God.
nights ago, I was watching it. And I was
No,
like,
Kate.
Oh, wiping the tears away from your black eye.
yeah, because
And that's what truckers do.
I just loved Rest in Peace Yo-Yo is my big social media
Rest
from the
in peace.
rocking chair.
Feels like we just met. Rest in peace, though.
Yeah, I know.
Look up the documentary about her. She's cool as hell. What do you guys have? You guys have anything?
I keep going, Kate, please.
Okay. Did you guys ever have like a fuck it, I'm gonna go do this job?
I thought about going to the Peace Corps for a little while.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know why. Because I guess I was in like my like a peace and love era where I was like, I'm gonna leave this place and backpack and come back a different person. And then I'm like, you gotta get like all these vaccines and like you could do a bunch of shit. You know, it's actually really hard to get into the Peace Corps apparently. And so I was like, I'll go to Mississippi State instead. I honestly have no idea. I have no idea.
It sounds romantic.
It sounds I romanticized the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I also wanted to go to Australia to do like studying abroad because I met this guy on chat roulette and I thought he was really hot. And I was like, I gotta go to Australia.
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm glad you didn't, but
Yeah, me too. Because I would never have probably met my husband, or I would have probably died from like a crazy animal attack.
Or the chat roulette guy murdering.
Oh yeah, or the chat roulette guy murdered me.
Just really
Probably
fell for
most
his
likely.
jerking off video.
No, that was a thing. I was so many old men jerking off, and this really like good looking like Aussie guy comes on, and I'm like, oh.
Oh, hey.
And it's like us 3 girls, and he was like only talking to me. I'm like 16, so I was like, fuck yeah. He thinks I'm hot.
dude, I think back to the early internet days.
It's so bad. ASL.
Oh, my God. POS, parents over shoulder.
Yeah.
Don't say anything weird.
Oh, that's what it meant.
By the
I thought they
way,
were
I
just
think-
calling me a piece of shit the whole time.
Oh, yeah, parents over shoulder. They probably didn't have parents because the guys talking to you were probably way old.
Way older,
Way
yeah.
old. Their parents were not alive anymore.
Oh, I like it.
That was not a thing.
They were in their Aunt Peggy's basement as well.
Aunt Peggy's basement as well. You sent me a link for this trend that you've been loving from.
Yeah. It's the good night trend. I'm sure everyone's seen it on TikTok.
Where
but-
grown men are calling their boys and wishing them good night.
Yeah, but it's now like gotten to like the older generation. So like that video, I don't know if what you want to show it, but I was like crying laughing because I love how he just like couldn't figure out to like mute his phone like before he laughed and then would talk. Well, it was just like him, just old people struggling with technology while doing TikTok trends. Just like get me.
It's adorable. Told my dad to call my sister's boyfriend and say goodnight.
Oh, is it not going? Maybe.
So the
Sorry.
No,
No
that's
worries.
okay.
Technical issue.
hey,
It's gonna make me
so
laugh.
the hang on one second. Are you busy at work? No. All right, hang on. All right. What are you doing? Hello? What are you doing? Nothing at work. Oh. What'd you do today?
Smooth.
Can't get through it.
No, it was just Ellie is like all over me. What'd you do today?
Nothing. I went to the gym with Alex in the morning and then came in at 2 for 10 for overtime, so.
Yeah. Well,
He's like, line.
it's called a. Hang on.
Wait, I will cry.
No, I just called to say goodnight.
Oh, he's so red.
He's just wheezing.
No, I was just I fixed the faucet.
Oh, did you? I couldn't figure it out.
No, I did it, but
It works.
yeah. So sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams.
Can I have my own suggestion for
Yeah.
next week? You could send these to me. I want the funniest examples of your parents just not getting technology. So like for instance, my dad for years didn't know the role of the enter key on the keyboard. So he would just hold down the space bar for dear life to eventually type like sincerely.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's so funny.
And he would like every of his like notes would end with like sincerely Joe, and he would just be like having a conversation with me while like his finger was just on his space bar.
oh. Yeah, there's a lot of those out there. And it's,
That's really funny.
There's
That's
a lot of
cute.
those.
Yeah, you gotta adapt.
Shout out
overcome.
Danny's dad.
Yeah.
Shout out Danny
And mom for the eye
Mom.
patch.
Still sorry about that.
Are you feeling better?
Not great. Shout out to anyone who's lost a cornea. Finally, the pink back of the week on Saturday night. I went by myself. I took the train all the way out to Rosemont, Illinois, which is out there.
What were the guys' names?
To see, I went to see Francis Ellis was the guy's name. I went to see him do stand up at
Went the
Zany's
train.
in Rosemont. Oh, the trail. I'm out of touch. I haven't been ran by one of those in years. But I went to see Francis at Zany's by myself. I used to love going to stand up shows and going to stuff like that by myself. A lot of people hate it, but that's like where I thrive. I feel like I can just like do whatever the fuck I want and bounce around and chat people up and take my time. So I loved doing that by myself. And then on the train back, and two, you meet characters and stuff along the way. You're not held up
They're
like,
like
hey, I
side
gotta
missions.
go, blah, blah, blah. You can take side missions and chat people up. So I go, it's after midnight, and I go to take the blue line back home. And I look across from me, and there is this man. I don't know if you have
Oh, yes.
the picture up,
I wasn't sure this was him.
but there's this man. There he is.
Oh, I
Nor-
thought he
normal
looks like
CTA
he looks
rider
Like
at
I thought
night?
it was a child.
That is not a child. That's a grown man. He's lovely. We're friends on Instagram now. And he has invited.
Of course you are.
Did
Danny-
his baby headbutt him too?
I might have a mission for you this weekend.
Oh boy.
Did you know it's halfway to Halloween right now?
Halfway to 33 years old.
So that's why he dressed up. He's an actor out in Joliet at the old Joliet Haunted
Oh,
Prison.
we went there. We went there. Me and all of the Chicago guys. Well, not
Oh,
all because
really?
you didn't go, but we did a trip there. Not
A
last
haunted
year.
house.
Yeah, the year before,
Yeah.
and it was the coolest experience ever. I highly recommend going to this haunted house. We got the full back. We should go as a group.
Yeah.
They gave us the back tour of like how everything works. They had like 70 security cameras. Like everything was timed. Every single group that went through only had X amount of time. Like we got to see all of the special effects, like how they did the makeup. Like
Yeah.
it was the coolest fucking thing I have ever seen in my life. I also love Halloween, but please go to that. It's so fun.
Right around the corner.
We can see the zombies are legit. I don't know why he was like, I'm going to wear this home instead of taking it off at the place, but that's fine. I love that. I guess maybe it was good advertising because I'm talking about it now. I'm like, you got to go. So if you have time on Friday or Saturday, halfway to Halloween out in Joliet.
Normally, I'd be down for any mission you give. Brother's bachelor party this weekend.
Oh, where's
Yeah.
that going
We're going to have some hyper local news from that.
Definitely.
Yes.
New Buffalo, Michigan.
Oh, New Buffalo.
I actually was just there last weekend.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We should have gone the same weekend.
Yeah, you could have gone to the farmer's
Yeah.
market with us.
Individually shouting out every family member of mine today. We're only missing my one other sister.
Oh, she's DMing me right now.
Tell him to shut up
Yeah.
already.
I did let me make this about me. About 10 years ago, the only time I had ever been to the Midwest was my cousin's bachelorette party, and it was a little over from Indiana City or Michigan City, Indiana. It
Yeah.
was a little over from. So the bachelorette party was in Michigan City, and we go out on the town the second night after drinking all day long, and the town's not much. It's not a lot doing. And there's this one bar that has like 50 levels to it or whatever. So we just made our way up the levels and we're boozing. Half the gals are like, we're done. We're going home. And like, we should all go. And then there was always, I'm one of those people that like has to stay out all night until something happens or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm staying out, blah, 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 whatever. So there's like 5 of us. And the night finally ends. The bar shuts down. And we cannot find an Uber to save our lives, like in the middle of nowhere. So there's people in the parking lot, whatever, and these 2 dudes are like, you guys want to get in our car? And we're like, yeah, of course, drive us home. So we get in the car. They start beefing with this other car. Okay, I'll go. There's a tiny bridges and all this stuff, and it was one of those bridges we had to like wait. And they start beefing and blah, blah, blah. Now, mind you, I'm hammered, so long story short, the guy in the passenger seat's like, fuck it, and pulls a gun out of the fucking thing. Yeah.
Well, that's why you had to stay out until something happened.
We all
It happened.
scramble out of the car. We're like, go! We're like scramble. We are like running through the woods street. Like we bust into the bachelorette party house. We're like, we were murdered. It was a whole to-do.
We were murdered.
I hope you have the best time this weekend.
Thank you. That really hyped me up.
You're gonna have a great time.
You literally have lived 1,000 lives.
So
I
many
feel
lives.
like.
You're gonna have.
You have a story for everything.
Kate really does have like almost a trucker personality sometimes. Now I can't unsee it.
Yeah.
I should be that is what I should be doing.
It's never too late.
But,
never
You can
too
always
late
just
to
keep
chase
that
it.
in the back pocket. You can keep the kids in the back and start
Yeah.
homeschooling them.
Get a
Yeah, you
stick
truck
rig.
everywhere because now you're afraid to take the plane.
Exactly. Yeah, perfect. So, everything.
Road trips.
Truck us to the Jersey Shore. That's all I have on my end, I guess. Thank you to everybody who tuned in for this chaotic.
I think this episode was great. I think this should show everyone again. We're just trying to make it through every single day and be relatable and
Doggy paddling.
Yeah, we're just keeping our head above water.
Keeping our heads above water.
Mostly it's just my nose. I'm just like hippo mode.
We're hippo moding it right now through life.
Yeah.
But hey, Friday Junior, that's Thursday for you.
What?
The vibes are high. We got a bachelor party. You're gonna have a great time.
Yeah. My kids are gonna come to the office later.
Fuck yeah. And I'm gonna get hand, foot, and mouth. So
We might too.
And you guys might too. Everyone in the office might get it, which would make me feel better. Happy Thursday. Thank you to everybody who tuned in today. Mostly
you.
Sports is on now, so go over and check that out. Grateful for everybody who's been watching the show and everybody who understands that my clips online are jokes.
And also we'll be getting those mugs out soon.
Yeah, totally. All right. But we'll see you guys next week. Thank you.
Thank you.
We love you guys.
Yeah,
we love you guys.
Bye.